Alright guys, so I have made my way to SOHO Motorsports. We have a few things going on. First and foremost, we are getting an alignment done on the Supra. So as you guys know, I did the lowering springs on it, the new wheels, so of course it's very good to do an alignment on it. Then we're going to put my car on the dyno, see how much power it's making. I have two mods on, an intake pipe and a charge pipe. I doubt it'll add power, but we'll see how much power it's going to make with those two mods. And the guys here at SOHO Motorsports have their own Toyota Supra. Theirs is on the dyno right now as well. We're going to see what kind of numbers their car's putting out and at least be able to compare their car to my car. Theirs is bone stock right now, and they're going to be working on tuning eventually and getting all that sort of stuff done. And real quick, a huge shout out to SOHO Motorsports. If you guys have not heard of them, they specialize in the Nissan sports cars, especially the last few years. So the 370Zs, the 350Zs, GTR, Skylines, all that sort of thing. They know everything with them, with tuning, custom parts, turbo upgrades, everything with these types of cars. And then they just bought a Supra, so they will now be specializing in the 2020 Toyota Supra. So if you have a Supra or any of these beautiful Nissan sports cars, these guys are the perfect place to hook it up with custom parts, tuning, and even basic maintenance and stuff like that. So we have their car here sitting on the same springs actually as mine. Theirs is a base model. They have the wheels powder coated, blue brake calipers, and a beautiful, beautiful pearl white color. Not bad. So that's pretty much in line with what we're seeing these cars pumping out. 350 horsepower at the wheels and 400 pound-feet of torque at the wheels. And if you guys remember, these cars are severely underrated from Toyota. The engine supposedly has like 335 horsepower and 365 pound-feet of torque, I believe. And yet we're pumping out way more than that at the wheels. So honestly, these are 400 horsepower cars out of the gate, which is super impressive. To interrupt today's video, we are giving away a GoPro for the month of January. If you want to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is comment on today's video. At the end of the month, we are going to pick the most commented video that we uploaded of January, and then one of the comments in that video is going to be the winner, so definitely participate in that for a free GoPro. So he's gotten their car off the dyno. I believe my car's actually getting the alignment right now. Let's go take a quick look, see the kind of status it is and how jacked up the actual numbers were. So I've only gone 400 miles maybe on the current alignment with these springs. It doesn't feel like it pulled hard or anything. So with the car up in the air, he's going to go ahead and adjust some of the bolts to get basically the alignment all squared away. And luckily with this car, unlike the GTR, you don't have to take any crazy under trays off or anything.
Yeah, luckily it's all exposed on this side.
So how many bolts is it for the rear?
There's an eccentric bolt for the toe and for the camber. Toe here, camber here. Usually what I like to do is just kind of crack them all loose so I can set them all at the same time.
Alright. So that is the rear looking literally perfect. Everything in the green, everything exactly matching, which honestly I've had other alignments and they never end up getting them perfectly matched. So that is nice. Guys at SOHO definitely getting this thing in spec to be perfect, not only for the longevity of the tires, but of course for performance too. Alright guys, so we are now onto the front. There's no adjustable camber in the stock suspension. You need like upgraded control arms or something like that. So really just the tie rod end, this bolt right here to get the toe in check. And that'll get these numbers nice and even because they're definitely pretty off the way they're sitting right now. So that wraps up the alignment. Pretty straightforward. It's not too bad of an alignment. So we'll take a look at the before and after here. It wasn't too far out of whack with the springs, and you know, every stock car, even out of the factory, isn't always going to be perfect. But that is all the original. Now here's the new, and of course the front camber is non-adjustable, but we definitely have the rear toe and camber all in check compared to the after. Oh, that was my car. Trying to get a shot of the Supra rolling and a nice R8 goes by. So there is their car sitting up, looking good. We just drove my car out just to make sure everything is in check with the alignment. So we came back from the test drive just to ensure everything is perfect. He said the steering wheel is slightly off, and honestly for me, I will totally notice that. So I really appreciate the attention to detail here. So I will have all of SOHO's info in the description. If you have any car really, but any of the Nissan sports cars, the Infinitis, the Supra, and George actually drives a Tacoma just like Mike's. So pretty much anything, they'll hook you guys up. Yeah. That's how you start up the Supra once it's warmed up. So that's it. He's gonna do one more test drive just to make sure everything is perfect, and especially making sure that steering wheel is perfectly straight. And now, let's go on to the dyno. So we've got the Supra all strapped down, ready to go, and then we're actually going to dyno the car in sport mode and in normal mode just to see if there is a difference. And then again, I have the upgraded intake pipe and charge pipe, but really cool to see if there is any difference between my car and their car, if that car does anything. So the chassis dyno engage, it just tells you to start it up and turn traction control off. So all these modes are doing the dyno, we have traction off when doing it? Right. Okay, cool. So that's basically the dyno mode. So sport mode on, traction control off, and here we go. That is making sure the car knows that it is rolling with the rear spinning with the fronts not, because if it's not in chassis dyno mode, it thinks there's something drastically wrong with the car, because your rear tires are never going 100 miles an hour with your fronts not moving. So let's hit it in the Supra, see what this thing can do. About the same as the other one, 342 and 400 for the first run. And this one was not sport mode, so pretty much the same power in not sport mode, so really that is just going to be throttle response. The three dyno runs. The first and the third were with sport mode on, and the middle one was without sport mode, just to see if there was a difference. But we picked out the last run 351 wheel horsepower and 400 wheel torque. That is so much more power than this car is rated at. That is insane. So guys, we're gonna take my best run just now against their best run, which, I mean, we're literally within the same. Although, is that showing my power coming on sooner than yours?
Yeah, probably because I started the run a little bit sooner than yours.
So that doesn't really...
Yeah, but top end you see a little bit better. You see some gains, 324, 335, so 11 wheel.
So I guess just better flow of the aluminum pipes, they, I guess, make it just a little bit better.
For the top end. Yep.
But that's pretty crazy. I wasn't expecting little pipes to do a little bit. Not to say it necessarily did, because every car is different. Their car could be different than mine, technically. True. But it is pretty sweet to see. So if you guys look at the green, that's my car. It's definitely a little bit smoother. So maybe just a little bit better flow of those pipes versus stock, just help it out just a little bit. There's a little bit of gain right in there. But that's about 11 wheel horsepower difference right there. Definitely pretty interesting. So guys, we're gonna take a look underneath the engine. So just the charge pipe and the intake pipe, everything else is just stock. The stock intake has like that big chunk of baffling here, and the whole underside by the turbo has like a whole muffler around it. So yeah, that's underneath the hood of the Supra, and of course, if you guys have seen that video, those were a few months ago at this point, first mods I did. So we're gonna get the Supra off now, but that was definitely awesome, getting this thing on the dyno. This is a good baseline, because eventually when I do the downpipe, and then do some tuning with them, I think ECUtek is who they'll be using all the tuning with. So we'll build this up like we've done with the GTR, all custom tuning and get there. But definitely liking the progress so far, just getting some good baselines. Alright guys, that wraps it up at SOHO Motorsports. The rain has come, but super awesome dynoing my Supra, dynoing their Supra, just to see the differences between the two cars, getting my alignment all in check. So now let's hit the wet road and head home. once again, shout out to SOHO Motorsports. If you guys have a 2020 Toyota Supra, definitely check them out. They're going to be specializing in this car, building parts for it, tuning it, all that sort of thing for the Supra. And then if you do own any of the Nissan sports cars, Infiniti Nissan, you know, all the Zs, the G cars, the Qs, the GTRs, they already specialize in that. I've had my GTR there, my Nismo Z there. They've helped me out with those cars tremendously, so definitely check out SOHO Motorsports. It's awesome seeing the power that this thing's making, 350 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. That is crazy numbers. This car is still so much fun to drive, and now it is ready for the mods. So once ECUtek is all done with their tuning software, that's when SOHO is going to be able to do custom tuning with the car. And then I'll be doing a downpipe first, get the tune ready, rest of the exhaust, and then dive into the engine. But that is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's video, some dynoing and some alignment. Give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. We are giving away a GoPro in the month of January. If you want to participate, all you have to do is comment on today's video. Also leave your Instagram so we can easily contact you. At the end of the month, we're going to pick a winner, so definitely participate in that. But I'll see you guys in the next video.